steppers, huh? But you can't step with us. Niggas swear they certified steppers, but don't step enough. Oh, you be with them steppers, huh? But you can't step with us. Niggas swear they certified steppers, but don't step enough. Oh, you be with them steppers.
Welcome to another episode of the Certified Steppaz Podcast. I am your host, KP, aka BON, as I've been claiming. That's my dog Smooth to your far right. And we got a special guest with us today. And I know I say that a lot, but I truly mean it today because this is one of my homies real quick. First and foremost, but also a guy that y'all may see his brand everywhere, Change Of Planz. And I'm kind of gonna let you introduce yourself to the people before we get started.
What's going on, man? First of all, I appreciate you guys for having me.
Always.
Certified Steppaz Podcast, Houston's next top podcast. This is where it's at.
Yeah, manifestation. Speak that on me.
Yeah, that's what you got to. I got to when you're in this game. But man, long story short, my name is Gerald Bisson. I'm gonna say my whole name, Gerald Bisson. Actually, it's French. Bisson. I'm from Natchitoches, Louisiana. I'm a business major, science technology major. I graduated from Northwestern December 2012.
Run them credentials,
you know what I'm saying? I'm a certified tax assessor too.
Hey, straight up.
So I deal with property too. So if you want to buy a house and you need some information, I can give you that. And I put artists on.
The buku artists on.
I do. I cut grass. My daddy.
He's a good man.
You know what I'm saying?
That is a good man, right? That man say he cut grass, right?
Yes,
so you believe in doing the digital work as well as the physical work?
I do it all.
Like, so you like
I'm a stock investor. I dabble. Well, I'm in crypto too.
Okay.
Damn, I'm in crypto too.
Hey, honestly, listen, the more you put yourself in those situations to learn, the better you become as a person.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, growth and stuff. But like the cutting grass shit is absurd in Louisiana and Texas, bro. It's 104 degrees out there. So you more hands-on for real?
For sure.
Jeremy, you cutting grass. Like, you buy a house tomorrow, you cutting your yard?
But my daddy, that's what he really do. And it's like when I get time, hey Gerald, where you gonna be this weekend? Like, damn, all right, you need some help? Well, we got 4 yards, dude.
Okay, you come up on that. Same.
Yeah.
Not my pops, but my mom had a boyfriend, a long-term boyfriend, and he cut grass for a living.
Yeah.
And that was what we had to do, right?
Mm-hmm. See, people in Louisiana cut their own grass.
Yeah.
Houston motherfuckers is paying.
Yeah, for sure. Houston, yeah.
But it's so easy to adapt to the culture because like your neighbor be like, hey, I know a guy who do it for cheap. And it's one of them days where it's like, man, damn, heat index 112? Hey, what's that number again?
Yeah.
And then it start though. But I mean, Jeremy, you right, you are cheap though. But man, I wanna No, I ain't mean that in no bad way.
I'm cheap.
I mean like this nigga this nigga don't play, dog. Like this nigga has one pot in his house.
Hey.
Cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you cook everything.
Are you a black pot guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shit. Oh yeah.
Black pot. That's that South Louisiana type stuff. That's what I found out about that.
But in Natchitoches, y'all cook.
Yeah,
I ain't coming in front.
They cook.
They know how to cook in Natchitoches. I know some people out there. I went to school there, so I can relate. Hey, but kind of diving into the episode though, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about you touched on you interview people for a living. You downplayed it, but he interviewed some major people, the likes of, you run the gamut, right? Yeah. I wanted to start off by asking, like, what's one of your most interesting, interviews that you had, and who was that with?
I think I said, did I say it before? Anyway, I'm gonna say this, right? This is I'm gonna say Cowboy from Chicago. That signed to Big Mill now.
Cowboy,
147 Cowboy.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Okay.
Well, he from Chicago. I flew to Chicago. We're on the south side of Chicago. They had another dude in there. He was forgot his name. He was G Herbo DJ, but we was outside in the hood. And man, we just we talking and having a conversation about what's going on in Chicago and stuff like that. Like shit, I don't really talk too much, but and he got depression, whatever. But the fact that I came to his neighborhood and we talking about how he feel and what he got, I'm opening up.
Yeah.
Same time, we in the hood.
Yeah.
Cars passing by, so he looking. I'm looking. I'm like, damn, I don't know. I'm just out here trying to get the interview, but I don't know what's going on. I'm on the south side of Chicago. Yeah, you hear about it, but another car passed by. So I'm doing an interview and they looking, but it's cool.
Yeah.
So I'm in this environment that I've never been in, and we did a good interview. I say a year later, he was like one of the biggest upcoming artists coming out of Chicago at the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, he got some stuff going on now with his label, but
yeah,
I could say that one.
In that element, do you see in that Chicago space you talk about, like, did you see a lot of that? Like, can you see it firsthand? Like, we hear the stories about that environment, but like,
for sure.
Like if
For
you get
sure.
out there, you like, okay, these stories real.
For sure. Like I say, fortunately, ain't nothing happened where I was at.
Yeah, of course.
But when you see down the street, before you get there, you see abandoned houses, or you might see a cool house, and then you might see a little spot that's been gentrified. Then you go over, you see other houses, but you just see all this. You see poverty, you see all this stuff, and like, damn, niggas talk about this, but you see the block. We on this block.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's definitely like a up north, like a Midwest and New York thing, because like it's very stationary. Like you can, if you had a fucking what's them things called, the drones. Yeah. Like you would see that shit is blocked off.
Don't get me wrong though,
right.
Chicago is a beautiful city.
Yeah, it's just
it's a beautiful city. But when you go into the inner city and go to neighborhoods and you see like how they living, like I've been about the hoods in Baltimore, I've been in hoods in Philadelphia, like them boys living like that.
Yeah, like, and like so how is the decision made to do the traveling like that? Is it more like if it's a city you want to go to, you gonna make the decision to pop out there, or it's really an agreement on who feels like moving?
It's like this, right? If I plan on going to the city, I can be with my chick, or I can be with my partners. If I'm going to a certain city, I'm saying, who can I tap into? Who can I get with out here, first of all? And then I'm like, damn, who I may know in that city? Let me hit them up. Hey, I'm gonna be in the city, all right, boom. Like, the reason why I got a Cowboy interview is because one of my homies, DJ You Go Crazy, DJ UTV, he going crazy in Chicago. You can type him in. He like, bro, when you come up here, you need to talk to him. He put me on a lot of artists that was popping. Queen Key, she was doing her thing. 600 Breeze, he was telling me about them. I didn't get the interview, but Cowboy was the interview that just landed early. Yeah, and it hit. Like,
how many views did you end up getting from that?
Oh, I broke it down. I mean, it's probably 50, 60,000. Probably. You can go to YouTube right now, put Cowboy,
plug your shit,
Change Of Planz.
Plug your shit.
Is that your most viewed?
No, the most viewed interview I had, me and Zay did like. Well, combined, me and Zay did over 1 million. Yeah.
Oh, that's what's
combined. Because when you break it down, when you break the clips, we did over 1 million for sure.
Yeah.
Shout out to Zay.
Yeah, that's what's up.
On this thing. Who was Fredo Homeboy, Boulevard Mill? We did like 300,000. It's me and Hi Davis he from Detroit. Like
the comedian.
Yeah, we did.
You said down. I haven't seen that interview. You sat down.
No, we didn't sit down. We was in Houston. We did some views. I'm just trying to names that people might know about it based on the algorithm.
Let me ask you this though. Like, you got those people that you sat down with.
Yeah.
Like, who's those people that you haven't touched yet that you like, damn, it'd be real dope to have a conversation about, their life and their story. Because that's what I've noticed about your interviews. Like, you really diving into not necessarily the work in the interview, but you also getting those stories of like, how those success stories of how you came from that, and those tribulations sometimes, because there's stories that come on, hey, I went through this, and that manifested to this. So like, who haven't you sat down with that you like, man, I love to kind of.
I'm gonna say this, since I'm in Houston, me and Lil Kiki, we were supposed to do an interview. We've been going back and forth for a while, but like, he'll say we gonna do it, we gonna do it. Whatever happened, it is what it is. Cool. Yeah, it'll work out one day. Yeah. But growing up in North Louisiana, it was all, we heard some like New Orleans stuff, but it was more like Houston shit.
Yeah, it was Texas.
A lot of Houston stuff. So the whole SUC from ESG to Pokey to Kiki, even though ESG from Bogalusa. Yeah. But Kiki was like one of my best favorite rappers ever. And I'm like, if I can get a chance to sit down, we was actually supposed to do the interview today. Wow. We had something else going on. So, I mean, hopefully
appreciate you, Lil Kiki.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to say that, but I'll put it in today.
Appreciate you, Lil Kiki, since that happened.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. We're going to make it happen. It just hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Being that you interviewed a lot of Baton Rouge artists, have you ever had like one artist be like, nah, you interviewed a nigga from the other side, why we can't do this interview? You know how they got them hood politics with all the niggas?
No, nobody never told me that, but it's possible that could have happened. Because I done told this before. Like, I could have gave NBA Youngboy his first interview, but I didn't go to the video shoot. I had a partner, he from New Orleans, but his family from Natchitoches. It was 2016. 2016, yeah, early 2016. I was hearing about Youngboy, but he was like, we about to go down here, we about to go shoot a video, you want to come? He gonna be out here.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, that little nigga hard, he routed, but I ain't think I'm gonna make it, whatever. And that would have been his first ever interview. I could have gone to the video shoot and been there, because he was on house arrest. He couldn't go nowhere.
Yeah.
So, you know, in the video called No Surrender, shot by Dylan Burton.
Okay.
And Dylan from Patterson, shout out to Patterson, shout out to Morgan City and everybody down there. All the little small towns, Louisiana, nobody talk about.
Right.
I fuck with them down there, Homer, Thibodeau, all that.
Yeah, shout out to the crib.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I could have, but I didn't go. And people like, damn, you turned it down. I didn't turn it down. I just didn't go. And back then, I was just getting into the game. I knew he was going to be hard and stuff like that, but nigga ain't know he was going to be.
I was about to say, nobody predicted Youngboy
I knew it was going to be hard.
Yeah, no, I couldn't have. When I first heard about him was around that time. I remember being in New York, and when I would fly back to Louisiana, I was like, "What the hell is this young ass nigga got people going crazy?" And I would hear, and I'm like, "Oh, this nigga killing 20 people a verse."
Yeah,
I was like, I don't know how much of this is for me, but I saw the wave though.
Yeah,
and then you go fast forward to now, like, man, that boy got everybody on the demographic 24 and under. Belong to Youngboy.
And we talking 2016. I'm tweeting like this nigga. I can really pull up tweets like, bro, NBA Youngboy NBA Youngboy this. This is like, it's a lot of artists I done talked about before they blew up, but that's just come from the music. And then talking about school, I was the camera nigga at school.
Right.
All the Kappa parties, the Apple parties, the
shout out to the Noops
parties, the pretty nasty
shout out to the Noops.
I took the pictures.
Shout out to the Noops. The only fucking fraternity that's gonna matter on this show.
Yeah, shout out to them though.
You know what I'm saying?
I was at all the parties, you know, and I nigga with the camera.
What does that vision look like now? Because like, I mean, if we talk about it, you know, and for me, I'm a flower giver, bro, and I don't mind it. That's kind of why I wanted to sit down with you, because I remember you on the yard. I was getting ready to transition out while you was coming in, a youngin', you know what I'm saying, doing our shit right when, and I had the letters at the time, so we was trying to do our own little thing with cameras and shit, right?
Yeah, but y'all Hoop Squad niggas was different. Like you was a Kappa and you were a Hoop Squad.
And we're gonna leave that for another episode. I was lame. You know, let that nigga lie.
Stop it.
Because this is about you. Because honestly, like, I remember on the yard, I told you, I said, bro, I never saw that shit coming. But then like you fast forward to like today, where it's like, you know, you got the 60,000 subscribers, you got the show, and you know, you got the network. You know, where do you see this manifesting now? Where do you see Change of Planz going, or what's your vision, or what's your like what you hope this to birth into from this point?
Right now, it's just putting out the best information I can, and now with the product. I got this shirt on. I've been having a few shirts, but I don't have it like out where you can just go to this website.
You got your merch being sold?
I ain't got none out. I got some, but I ain't just put it. I ain't got it all together.
You got too many subscribers to be playing with yourself.
But I don't have it yet. I just don't have it all together.
It's time for you to eat.
It's gonna happen. But when I know it's gonna happen, it's gonna be, everything trademarked from the legal standpoint. Yeah, that was a process too.
That's hella important.
Yeah, I got the LLC and the trademark. That's the difference.
So a merch is a leg of the brand you want to march into.
Because Master P, man, products outweigh talent. Always. So me having
I wasn't really gonna say who I got that game from in terms of why I wanted to, why merch made sense earlier, but it was absolutely Master P.
Yeah.
Like the fact that he sold all his shit out the trunk the way he did, the way he knew that, like marketing dollars can be something cool, but you gotta have something to bring to the table at a grand scale to get real marketing money.
Yeah, so that's where I want to go with it.
But it's easy to be hard on a microphone and broke as hell, and then hand somebody a CD and they fuck with it.
Yes.
So that's the same. Hey, transfer that into Certified Steppaz Podcast, yo. Hey, we ain't where we at from an advertising standpoint from sitting in front of this camera, but it's easy for me to get out in front of the club and throw some fly ass clothes on and be like, hey, yo, come, I got something in the trunk for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Same. I'm with that same process, right? And for me, that's the fun part to me. That's where the stories come from.
Yeah.
So the shit dope to me. Hey, let me ask you something. Transition the conversation.
Talk to it.
Jeremy, I'm gonna come to you first with the question, then G-Play, I'm gonna get your opinion. Y'all been paying attention to this? First of all, have y'all seen Usher's Tiny Desk?
First of all, don't call me by my government name. My name's Smooth. You know.
You're right, Smooth. My bad. That ain't Smooth. Man, check me on camera.
Yeah.
You been y'all seen the Tiny Desk from Usher?
Seen it.
Tiny Desk?
Tiny Desk. I don't know. So the Tiny Desk, they got like legendary artists that'll come out and perform their music in front of like, writers, music writers and people. He killed it. Does that mean when you do to watch this?
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was doing his Tiny Desk.
Yeah.
Fire. But I wanted to say, after I saw him perform, it brought up the question again about him versus Chris Brown in the verses.
Yeah.
Like, in your honest opinion, who y'all think winning that? Because I think it's a dope ass matchup first and foremost. Who y'all think winning that?
Singing wise, I'm gonna go with Usher.
I'm talking. No, I don't even want to talk about singing wise. I want to talk about versus format.
Oh, just songs?
Like songs where you're gonna have to sing. There's some chivalry that has to happen. You don't necessarily have to be a performer, but you got to be able to You got to be able to win the crowd. I look at it like a real battle.
Yeah, I go with Usher. Usher got more #1 hits.
That's why I'm with you. But I think Usher too. But it's like Chris Brown got this following of chicks that just.
But some of them don't like him too.
People be loud about this nigga. But you gotta keep in mind, they got allegations out about Usher too, where he lost
not as worse as
No. I'm just saying that people Usher lost a fan base too. I'm just saying, there's women that look. Of course, nothing trumps what Chris Brown, his situation he got into. But I think that shit equal. But I'm telling y'all, if that nigga Chris Brown get to doing cartwheels and flips, and that nigga go out into the crowd and start grabbing women by the chin, it's all about a reaction, son.
But think about Usher can do the same thing. Usher
I don't know if Usher gonna do it.
But he can. He's capable.
So
Usher can sing live.
He dance better.
He's
than Chris
in
Brown?
shape.
Did you see that nigga on skates?
He dance better than Chris Brown?
He probably. I mean, he's good. He's just as good. He probably not a better dancer, but overall performer, he is.
Yeah.
Overall performer, Usher is to the T.
Overall performer, you think Usher is better than Chris Brown?
I think so.
He the one who started it, cause I used to do that thing with my feet.
Yeah.
Slide across the front from side to side.
Yeah. Usher.
I know what you're talking about, the little ankle going in and out. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm about to take a clip of that shit. So you think Usher a better performer too? Not dancing, just performance. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I think me.
That's why it's hard. That's a hell of a battle.
Because Chris Brown kind of like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but
performance-wise.
he said it, but he also said that Michael Jackson is light years ahead of him. Yeah. So he got his game from Mike. Chris Brown is phenomenal. He's the only person who probably could go up to Usher. The only one. But
who?
Chris Brown.
Oh yeah,
the only one.
Oh yeah. From an R&B standpoint, the only other nigga that could see them in a battle is locked up. Yeah,
it's R. Kelly. R. Kelly, Usher, Chris Brown.
He locked up. So and we'll never see that.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting to me because it's like Chris Brown spoke on this situation. Yeah. And he was like, bro, I felt like he was throwing shade, and I thought he was gonna get some backlash, but nobody came for him. And
he's really that guy.
Because he was like he took a shot at everybody doing verses because he told Big Boy, he was like, man, he say verses cool and it's like. It's an honor. I appreciate it, but he was like, "That's for them niggas who done fell off." He said, "Literally, he's like,
it really is.
He said, I'm still working." He was like, if I get to a point where I'm falling off, I don't want to do this no more, and they want to celebrate me, I may consider it. But nah. And then he was like, outside of Michael Jackson, because that's the GOAT. He looked in the camera. He was like, none of you niggas can see me. So that's why the Usher shit came into play, because everybody was like, nigga, Usher will run laps around you.
Yeah. Since y'all brought up R. Kelly and his sentencing, do y'all think it's unfair that he got 30 years?
Do I?
I do.
It's definitely
Speak on it. Speak. Why you think it's unfair? What's unfair about it?
First of all, I don't condone grown men.
None of us do, right? I feel you.
Never.
None of us do.
Well, and I kind of feel like Boosie. When you see article after article after article when a white kid then confessed to forced rape. Yeah. And the judge say, we feel like he's a good kid and this is going to ruin his life. Yeah.
And give him probation.
And give him, the slap on the wrist when we've seen that over and over and over again, opposed to a guy who had access to young ladies that had mothers and people who can say, hey,
Who's benefiting off of that?
you can go over here, do what you got to do. Like, I'm not condoning what he's done.
Yeah.
Never. But at the same time, I've never heard no forcible, hey, he went, tracked this woman down and he did this and beat her up and did that.
Yeah.
All we heard was like manipulation.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all we heard.
And so the point that you just made is why my answer is reverse, right? Because it's more like, it's almost like saying, hey, I don't want you to go out and kill more white people, cops. I want you to kill less black people. Insert that situation. Hey, I can't say that R. Kelly's situation was too harsh because I would have wished those white sex offenders got the 30 years.
You right. You know
See
what?
I'm saying? So that's why I was like, I don't know, because like, I'm gonna keep it being with you. While we look at all the murders and stuff that took apart, and I would say this, I think that there's more punishment that should go around than just R. Kelly. I think we found a guy and we threw one guy away and that we created an enemy out of because he kind of helped himself. You know, they trying to kill me. And all them interviews where he just looked like a villain, it was easy to throw it at him, right? But then, like you said, like who was bringing them little girls over there? Like who was he paying under the table? What other hush much money was going out there, right?
I want to go a little deeper, right?
So,
I don't want to cut you off.
Go ahead.
One thing I want to highlight too, what's that guy named Epstein?
Yeah,
Jeffrey.
Yeah.
All right, he got killed in prison, right? But the lady he was with, she got 30.
She got 20. She got 10 less than R. Kelly.
It's still
but she got some time.
She got some time. That's just point blank. So she got some time. We haven't even seen or really heard what she really done. I mean, you got articles you can go read, but we've been hearing about R. Kelly for years.
Right.
She got time. Oh yeah, he getting some time.
Yeah, exactly. But R. Kelly's verdict came after us?
It came regardless of the fact.
Exactly. It was after,
it happened.
Yeah.
It happened. So on both sides.
Yeah.
So like, shoot.
But that's what I'm saying. Like to get back to the initial question, Smooth. Like that's why it's like man. Could I wish that there was a better situation for R. Kelly to enter into and kind of like rehabilitate himself from that? Yes, but I also wish that niggas got thrown the book at on the other side.
Yeah.
Like,
I just don't think he should have got the 30, man.
What would suffice for you? What would you think would
I'd
be
say
like?
10. Give him 10.
Okay.
Bro, I know a white boy I used to work with. This nigga got drunk and killed 3 people in Alexandria, a family. No time.
Yeah, and then you remember the guy that was playing sports or something like that? The white dude in college, they raped the girl, got caught. And the judge gave him probation, like you said. They say they didn't want to ruin his life. So I get it. That's those situations where I'm like, yo, they need 10 to 15, 20 years to go sit down too.
Yeah, for sure. That's 30 years, bro.
Right.
Yeah, but you got all.
For me, I think it's all about cooperation and money. Right. R. Kelly was like, hey, y'all got these allegations on me. I got enough money. I'm finna buck the system. I'm gonna try and fight it.
Yeah.
Boom.
But he forgot he was black.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some of those people who the system fit, they get in that room and they gonna have the conversation behind closed doors. Yo, did you really do it? Yeah, I mean, I was tripping. I was drunk. All right, you gonna do it again? No. All right, well, listen, we need this amount of money. That's how this is the theory how I think it's happening. You gonna have to, your family need to pay all of this. I'll go into we're gonna go through the formalities, whatever jury's gonna give, and then whenever the verdict comes, which probably gonna be guilty, because we're gonna tell them that you're guilty, and then I'll give you the probate. I think that conversation happens like that more often than we think, and that's why. But they'll never admit that shit.
Never.
So that's the difference for me. But I love R. Kelly music, man. Listen, my nigga, half on a baby. Ooh, nah, nah, nah. Well, all that.
He got too many hits, bro.
I love the music. It was like, damn, bro, you did some fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't take away, because I'm telling you right now, a 30-year-old woman bring her 14-year-old daughter to me, I'm calling the cops on her, love. I'm like, you don't need this child. I don't want to do nothing with your daughter.
Yeah.
Like, what's up with you?
Yeah.
But I'm not. So that was where I think R. Kelly's fucked up at.
He had them too.
You a grown ass man. You got to make that decision to say, nah, nigga.
Boosie was like Vlad asked him if he thought the 30 years was
harsh.
Yeah, and Boosie was like, he don't suggest time for nobody, because people that never did time in prison
Right. We speaking on the outside.
Should not be able to suggest time for somebody.
Oh.
And Boosie said that he would suggest time on nobody. He don't care what they did.
Even murder?
No.
Damn. I mean, so what's the solution though?
I don't know. Death?
So he's just talking about either, but that's me. You go back to Savage, now niggas purging. You know, because I be like, bro, we gotta be careful what we ask for. Cause then everything that my partner LeVar got in his closet makes sense if we going by that law. Nigga, I can understand a nigga having 40 guns if that's what we doing, right? But if we gonna keep the police and the politics in place, we can all live a little bit more. I ain't got time to be looking over my shoulder. So, you know, so some of these niggas lock their bitch ass up. Especially if they some sex offenders or if they rape women and do all that dumb ass shit. You know, y'all know the ones I'm talking about. I don't have a problem with a nigga who betting his life through a fucking pill that they sell through pharmacy anyway. Get him out of jail. I ain't got a problem with a nigga who decides to sell a little weed because he need to come out of poverty. Get him out of jail. I ain't got a problem with a nigga who might have had a little domestic violence situation because you know, women be tripping sometimes. You know, give him a little time, rehabilitation, but get him out of jail. Them rapists, them psychopaths, that's who prison for.
Don't know way.
So I partially agree with Boosie. A lot of them niggas shouldn't be in there. But if a nigga just walk up and shoot my grandma because it's Tuesday, go put that nigga up, son.
Real talk.
Go put that nigga up. Hey, let me ask you something, bro. You had made off camera, you had a conversation just talking about the ebbs and flows of what it's like to kind of like juggle your profession, and I'm just talking about Change Of Planz in general, that one entity versus being in the relationship that you're in right now. And like your comment was like, you was like, yo, the brand's doing this. And then, you know, sometimes she's looking at you like, you know, but what about me? But how you in your own way, how you balancing that on a daily basis? Because I know that conversation is ongoing and it's never stopping.
It's getting better now, but when two people got something going on and you expecting something, I see myself with you, we go build something, But when you working towards something else and I feel like you're not exerting enough energy to what we need for us, it's gonna make me feel some type of way. And then that's when she go get the voice in her opinion or whatever, which is cool.
Right.
But yeah, that's one of the things. And like for me, the grind, being with a beautiful woman that supports you is great, but that grind and that purpose is what fuels you. It's what keeps you going. And then like, don't get me wrong, you want to stop and give her all the time you want to, but this is what drives me. This is what you are attracted to. Me being an ambitious man, taking care of business, getting a degree, getting a job, starting a business, investing, whatever. This is how I got you. Don't get me wrong. You know, I understand the time and stuff like that. And now with modern women, they want the time, they want the money, they want all this stuff. This is what you want. It's what it takes. Now, it's what it takes.
See, Kaylin wouldn't know about two people building together because Kaylin is a hole in these streets. You know what I'm saying?
Gee, you don't believe that yourself, man. But that's a good point. Hey, trying to stop, but like your point is also good too. Just like you get like you're right. I mean, it's like the communication has to come in, but it's like sometimes. Like, let's be real, people are selfish.
Oh, for sure.
And like, especially a woman who's dating a dude that she's into, like, I want my fucking time. It is what it is. Make it work is how they're gonna look at it, right? So
the thing is though, a woman who has ambitions too, she gonna have her stuff going on. She gonna check her, I got my career going. Got this going. I got that going. That's cool. I'm good. Now let me get this nigga or whatever. It don't stop like that for that. I mean, some guys, I take that back, some guys, because I'm in corporate America too, in a sense. But I understand the other side too. When it comes to entrepreneurs and guys who has vision, people, it's always something new. It's always something to do. So right now, I'm building a media brand. Then I'm gonna be selling clothes. And then boom, when the market recover next year, I'm back in the stock and I'm back in the crypto. You feel me? So that take time reading charts and stuff like that. So it's always something else. Hell, I'm talking about mowing grass with my daddy here. I might, you know what? It might be time for us to get another zero turn. And we gotta figure out what this and make time for that, it's always gonna be something with me.
Right.
Now for the guys who complacent, I got my career, I just work, and I go home and be booed up with my girl after 5 on the weekend. Cool, that's y'all.
Life.
Yeah.
That ain't me.
Yeah.
I mean, that ain't me. I'm always trying to find something else.
Yeah.
I can relate to you what you're saying because that's kind of like how I'm maneuvering as well, right? You know, just in my own entities. And you know, Jeremy with his own separate story as well. I'm sure you can relate. But like, for me, I'm finding like, it's like the reason why I knew I needed to take a back burner because it was like every female who's complaining about the exact same thing about me can't be wrong, right? Meaning my time and my consistency and my communication. I'll give you my top 3 list.
Yeah.
You know, I know what it is, right?
Yeah.
So, and then for me, it was more so like, okay, analyze what you got going on, right? And prioritize that shit like you just mentioned.
Oh yeah.
And when I did, the importance of having that partnership right now wasn't there because it was like, yo, I don't think I'm at a point to where I got a lot of time to pause and curve, and unless you can come and rock with me in certain ways on that journey, it's hard for me to take that break and do that. And a woman, what I'm learning now is like, and that's not that it's selfish, but it's they deserve to have that selfishness. Like a woman's gonna be like, yes, I love that about you. That's why I'm attracted to you, but make time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You have to, because at the end of the day, how do you get past that beginning stage if you're not willing to?
You're never gonna get past that beginning stage. Because women philosophy is you make time for what you want.
What you want.
Yeah.
They say the same thing. We got 100 niggas on red.
Let me ask you something. So let me ask you, do y'all believe that is universally true? You make time for what you want.
I do.
Do you think it's universally possible all the time? Like women speak on it.
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
That's it. So that's always my rebuttal back to women is like, there's not always, but there's going to be times where there's conflict of interest.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Especially if you trying to do something where I got to get to Chicago to speak to Cowboy.
Yeah.
Or, you know, if I need to go and do whatever you got going on, right? And it conflicts with something that's just as important to me. Right? Like, so yeah, you make time for what you want, but you know, it ain't gonna be today or this week.
Yeah.
And if that's your third time back burning her, it's gonna feel like, nigga, you never got time.
Women expect for you to make time every day. That's their beliefs.
If she like you.
If she like you.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, I get a lot further in life now setting expectations up front with women.
Oh, you will.
And that comes with also them making the decision to sometimes go left now. Like, nah, I can't, okay, that's your expectations. Thank you for that information, bro. I'm gonna go left. I'm cool with that. Cause I ain't gotta deal with the keeping up with the stories and the facade and all that. For me, it's like, I'm coming out the gate now.
Yeah.
Man, listen, hell nah, I ain't answer my phone today. Why not? Man, I told the chick the other day I was watching a Netflix show. I ain't feel like talking on my phone, man. I was gonna get back to you when I was ready to, get back on.
You cold,
my mama, son. I told her that.
I was on Netflix.
On my mama, I told her that I'll show you the message, Jeremy. Lafayette, matter of fact. Cause I was like, cause it was like, you get to a point where you asking all this shit and as a dude, you know, you wanna be able to cater to that.
Yeah.
But in my head, it's like, if I had the choice, today, love, I want to lay up and kick my feet up on this couch and scratch my balls and watch Netflix. Yeah. And that's what I did.
Yeah, cause man, I could understand that because sometimes I'd be like, I don't feel like having this conversation with you today.
Yes.
I just want to chill, you know, get drunk.
German, I think they want to hear that. They don't want to hear, but they want to hear it in a way that is like, at least I know, nigga, that you. Like, it ain't no bullshit. It's like, all right, that nigga ain't in the mood today. But they ain't gonna like it.
I guarantee that she don't want you to be like, hey, I'm sorry, I just want to watch Netflix today.
Oh, no. I didn't say I wanted to. I was like, because she asked me why she hadn't heard from me.
Yeah.
Man, because she was like, I hit you up at a certain time. I went the whole, man, listen, I got off of work. I put my shows on, like I needed a brain dump because I had been doing other shit so much we got coming. So I was like, yeah, I need a brain dump. I was like, yeah, I'm kicking my feet up on, and she was like, she was like, oh, okay. And then like when we talked later, she mentioned about how that shit didn't sit well with her, but she was like, I kind of really want to hear that truth even though it's ugly versus you trying to be like, all right, I got you next time, and then this shit comes up again and then I got to repeat the same conversation.
Yeah, you cold though.
So, no, listen, I just said this is new. Because I'm learning to be like, man, I'm going to be way more direct now. And if I'm really trying to find what I'm looking for, I got to be. Because that's if I'm kicking it with my niggas, Jeremy, I'm super direct with you. Man, she got to get that same energy.
Yeah.
Right? And there's a reason me and you been partners for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
I can't protect you forever. I can't protect forever. Miss Christine told me, watch over my son.
Man, stop that, bro. Hey, y'all caught up on that Blueface situation? I want to ask y'all about this shit.
Man, that's
but did y'all know did you see she got the tooth?
Yeah.
I like it though.
Hey, listen, and we ain't got, listen, I'm about to say, we ain't got to go into everything about it. You know, the one question that I really wanted to bring to y'all about that is like, in your honest opinion, do y'all think y'all can consistently deal with a chick that off in the fucking head?
Hell no.
Because I don't think she, like, especially when she got a tooth, and she ain't no ugly female.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
But like,
do you think she actually like that, or she just doing that for?
That's what I can't tell. But I'm gonna take you at face value. When you present that shit to the world, all right, it may not be you, but that's what you want me to believe, so I'm gonna believe it. So that's the approach I took. So for me, it was like, and I also think that's why Blueface is like, yeah, bitches, okay, we playing this game. I'm finna embarrass you. And now I think she gotta go with it. Yeah. Cause she put herself in that driver's seat from jump. And he took the whole about to make you look stupid to the world. And it's like, all right, ha. That would be a way I would save myself. I'm playing when we was all or whatever. But I can't deal with nobody like this.
I look at it differently. If we take this female off social media right now, within the next 2 weeks, we wouldn't think about her.
Facts.
Whatever Blueface got, like, shout out to West Coast, he got a big following, but who's listening to Blueface over here?
Nobody.
So
I know whatever they got going, do, and he a feature on it.
Basically, so whatever they got going on, it keep him in the eye. Yeah. It keep him.
2 songs.
He not doing no dumb shit. He ain't doing nothing illegal.
Yeah.
So we gonna keep this going. And I'm gonna keep my stream. I'm gonna stay relevant.
Yeah, that's really what it's about.
Oh yeah,
I've learned. I ain't gonna lie, because like, listen, I understand your world because I'm a music head.
Oh yeah,
and I've learned now it's less about the artistry and the content of the music, and more about the persona of the person and the celebrity you are. That's how old boy. What's that bass god nigga that got popular just because? Lil B, the trash, nigga.
I like Lil B though. I like a couple songs, but
I've never heard a song that I could like from this nigga.
No, but it's just he had an influence.
That's my point.
He had an influence.
That's what I'm saying. It was like he had a following of people. Yeah. I'm saying he trash. Yeah. There's some people who would look me square in my face and tell me I'm crazy as hell.
Yeah, but
that's why I think Charleston White's so popular. This nigga would, it don't matter what you throw at him.
He got a rebuttal. He got a rebuttal
else that nobody would ever say.
Yeah, he got a rebuttal.
Yeah, cause like they brought up this nigga, they like about King Von Don. He said, I'm glad he died. Like, see, nobody gonna say that.
Right.
Everything you throw at him, he gonna flip it so he get views. Yeah. And that's why that nigga so popular.
Cold, son.
But that becomes a game of this more so, and I also think that I don't think the music's suffering in terms of being trash. I think it's suffering in terms of people are just giving product based on who they portray to be versus what the real emotions are that they have. If that makes sense.
Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, I done jumped off the porch from song 1 that I'm this nigga who's I can't even show them niggas that I be dealing with depression, or like I got 2 baby mamas that are child support eating my, like you can't even rap about that shit because it's all about killing and getting hoes and popping perks and getting drugs. But that's the point I was making.
You right in that scene, but some of them do. The ones that do open up like that, they last longer.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Rod Wave.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah. And the crazy thing, nigga, I'm sitting up here, I'm like, I'm listening to myself talk, I'm like, damn, I just sounded like the old nigga. But I fuck with the little Dirks. Yeah. I like some young boy shit. I got some young Big Walk Dog, new nigga out of Mississippi. One of my favorite new niggas coming out. He'll tell you, they told me they tired of listening to me play this nigga. Hot Boy West. Some of these niggas be spitting. My point is though, even them though, they come out a certain way, and it's like sometimes you ain't touching on it. But I think if they do and learn to do that more, like you say, you take off. Yeah. It's a different lane.
Hey, I wanted to ask you, man, this chick I be talking to. We had a conversation about double texting. You know, we think double texting simp shit, like most guys. She was like, no, double texting is not simp. Double texting is showing a girl that you trying to pursue her.
Okay, if she talking about double texting once, or she just talking about as a coach, double texting is the culture.
Yeah, I guess the culture.
Oh,
I'm like, but see, she younger. She younger than I am.
Oh,
I don't know what they think.
I'm gonna be real with you. So I think the chicks who get double texted on, they have a lineup of people who are okay doing that. So then they project that on niggas who are against it.
For sure.
But because they really got niggas who gonna do that, it's a tug of war now. Like I would tell Shorty, whoever went meet with Jeremy the other night, you're tripping.
She tripping.
You're tripping. Whoever Smooth took out the other night, like double texting just to kind of like do
nothing about who I took out.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, what did you say you talking to? My bad. Not to guy who you talking to. I misquoted you, but yeah, I wasn't trying to throw you on the bus. I heard something.
Man.
Whoever you were talking to, you're tripping because like if I'm double texting you and then like when I really need you to get back to me, you've built this culture. I'm gonna get back to you and I get back to you. I'm gonna be on I'm upset.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, you got the game bent.
I can say this. All right, a double text, right? I think if you do it like one time, just
that's why I asked
on
the question.
Like that occasion. All right, I double text you one time, and I see how you act after. After, if you don't give me the response after that, it'll never happen again. It's just to make sure, because sometimes depending on where you at,
like
I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna just throw where you at. It'd be times you can be on a dirt road coming from Marksville, you might be in Bunkie somewhere, and the text might not go through.
Yeah.
And if y'all having a conversation.
My double text is even worse than that. If I'm really double texting, after I send my message, I'm holding that bitch. Now that we got the function, I'm putting a question mark to it.
Oh, boom.
That was 2 notifications that I gave you.
But after you do that,
your turn.
Your turn.
If you don't send that, we ain't gonna never talk again.
You got 2 pings from me, love. It's your turn now. You know what I'm saying? And like, I think the ones who do it, I can understand her point because I think the dudes who do it, how they can see persistence because in the beginning, it'll be like a little, but I also think that double texting 2 women, they won't admit that to us because they want us to do it. 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in, they annoyed as fuck for them double texts. Like this nigga bugging, this nigga boom boom. Now you all kind of names under the sun.
I guarantee you, it's only bad chicks that expect that too. Like 10s. You gotta be a 10 to be.
The chick you talking to was a 10?
Oh yeah, she is.
Okay. So she fit the standard.
And I told her like, if I do that shit once, you gonna try. That's like a habit now.
Now you
gonna be expecting it all the time now. Hell no, I ain't doing this shit.
You get one time.
Yeah.
One time.
Hey, I saw you, G, I saw you on couches last night, bro. Before we were going to our bro talks and how we do. Like, how you find the Houston culture in the club? How was it last night for you?
It was great.
Hey, versus your 20-something-year-old self when you was reckless. Now that you 32 standing on them couches.
It was great. It was so great, man. Now I'm seeing in Houston, like most of these clubs are set up for section first.
See, that's what I was going to ask you. What the difference between Louisiana going out and Houston?
Oh yeah, Houston. Everybody want to be somebody.
Yeah.
You got a few niggas, and we go to the party, and you in whoever hometown, the neighborhood popular nigga might walk in there, cool. But everybody here, we rapper, D-boys, scammers, we doing it, and we all got jewelry, we all get money, and we all got sections.
Yeah.
So like everybody in that bitch, like they got this first sense of entitlement that they are someone.
Yeah.
And they in there looking, and then it's like. It's having fun. You having fun, but you got niggas still want to look cool while having fun. It's like
a competition too.
A lot of politics.
It's definitely politics.
Yeah,
when I say competition, it's more like who gonna outshine who.
Yeah,
they ain't no beef or nothing. It's just a subconscious. But like you know what, and I'll give this game because this is what I live by and like how I mainly move. You feel me? Like for me, it's not enough that's being said about the low key nigga who know how to put himself in a position, mean physically, like stand in the room and like position himself to the women who are attracted to the niggas who ain't trying to be boom, boom, boom. Because a lot of bad women ain't trying to be with a lot of niggas that's, the loudest in the room. And I ain't gonna lie, that's my sweet spot.
That's me too.
I like being that low-key cool. Like when you mentioned that about Houston's culture, it was like, you know, I'm saying it now, but that's literally how, that's the only reason I went out here.
Yeah, like,
Stay out the way, I catch my little eyes. I ain't aggressive. You ain't finna catch me grabbing 10 chicks' arms in the club. If I'm doing that, Germany, the smoothing got me to a level of alcohol that I ain't touched since I was about 21. If I'm doing that, if I'm grabbing chicks,
yeah.
But do y'all believe Louisiana trying to adapt their culture? Because like
I've seen some.
Because like when we went out, they had sections at the.
But you know what was so cool about the culture, that even though the facility has it, the people are not against it, but they it's kind of like they're doing it in their own way. I'll tell you what, because I just say, if y'all don't know, peep the swag right now. I'm up here with some gray shorts and this Looney Tunes shirt on. Like, I thought I had an outfit for the show today, but I left it on my counter. So coming back from Louisiana, I had to just throw this on. But last night I was in Lafayette. And we went out. I went to, shout out to Fig, man, my partner out there. We went to
shout out to Fig.
Yeah, you already know. We went to the spot. Rooftop
Yeah.
116. So we went hit the spot. And the sections are sold out. However, like, the two things I love is that, one, the people in the section, they gonna do their thing, but then they touching the flow. Women and dudes. The flow's still lit. You know what I'm saying? The second thing is, like, the people who can't get a section, they still selling bottles to people who just want to stand up and drink. I saw like maybe like 10, 11 bottles, not exaggerating, that didn't have sections, where they was just pulling up. So it's still a turn up, and you can kind of like, it was like, okay, club, I see you got the little section over there. I'll get a little bottle or whatever, but you know, we still gonna, so that's what I love about it, because I felt at home last night.
See, that's the thing about, that's what I like about Louisiana compared to Houston. Houston killed the dance floor.
Oh, it's over.
Nobody dance. You can't even
dance.
Yeah, if you going out, they want you to buy a section. They all about the money.
Yeah.
Louisiana, you can still go out, not get a section, still have fun.
Yeah, for sure.
But like, from a business standpoint, can y'all like understand why that makes sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Cause a $400 bottle, buku times in the club gonna go a lot further than a $15 drink.
Yeah, but
no, and I'm with you. I hate the culture, but from a business standpoint, they like, nigga, y'all want, because people go in there and they see certain. It started with a few. You remember how a club always started up, Houston. If you come out here, G, in Houston, you'll see a club get popping. They gonna have sections. They gonna have free seating, right? Gonna start, and then the more popping they get, the more they take away the free seating, and the more sections they add. It's because more and more people are demanding, hey, I want a section. You sold out, dang, you got all this room. People are saying that.
Yeah, they are.
Do we make Houston make that culture?
Do you think that's why Houston spots don't last?
It might be.
I absolutely. It's hard to sustain it because we on to the next. Because then somebody else gonna come up, and the people who can't really get a taste, that's who make the clubs out here. I want y'all to know, like, the way, this is what I've seen. When you open up a spot, take Address when we moved in 18, that's when it first got open. When they opened that spot, we got the section in front of the stage, like the two of them, I think it was like $500 we paid total.
That's a cool section.
Bro, it's the one that it's the most
right by
expensive section now today. You gotta pay like 10 grand for it. But it was like, the bitch is high. But
hold on.
right in front of the DJ booth?
10,000?
I mean, yes, boy. You go look at 10,000, you getting hit for them things. Depending on who there. You know, but that's what it costs. But my point is, like, before all of that took place, we were going to that spot, and people would take, when we didn't get a section for the cheap price, we were just sitting around in the free areas, right? And then they were like, okay, this spot lit. I'm gonna get the section though. And then now more people who want to do the section thing are coming to that spot, and now you know your whole club and dance floor is sections, and then everybody who don't want to fuck with the sections go find another spot and make that lit. And I think that cycle repeats itself from what I've seen. I don't know if it's the same for you, but that's how I see it.
Address, when you walk in, you go to the right side, you got the left side. It's two sides.
It's two sides.
Then Address made it where you can't even go. If you don't have VIP, you can't even go on that side.
Can't even go on the VIP side.
Oh, when they started there?
Yeah. Last time we went, I think the shit
I used to go
was
on both sides.
Yeah,
man,
you
look,
can't even do it no more. You gotta have a
I
wristband.
enjoyed myself last night, because I don't do that. Like, talking about, I don't really do that. Going out like that.
Hey, remember, then they did it, if you ain't got no section, you got to pay a tip to get in.
No.
They be coming with all kinds. You remember that shit?
But you know the females gonna clown you. What club you going to? We going here. Y'all got a section?
Oh yeah, that's females. You better have a section.
You better have a section.
I ain't coming. Ain't got no section.
If you're inviting women out, you gotta have a section.
I ain't coming. Ain't got no section.
Right. It'd be so crazy though, because I'm learning even out here though, even if they invite you out, just know that they want to be in a section, and you know, if it's multiple dudes, the women are looking at the niggas like, hey, that bill coming at the end of the night. Just make sure y'all straight. Yeah, of course, you know.
They don't care about budgeting, nothing. They don't care. They spend money.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they go past their bottle around. That's their bottle go.
But see that, but that's why that's the other thing that I think the section went crazy on. Women like to sit down more, and the independent woman exists way more now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
niggas like to walk around and stuff.
Yeah.
Women like to sit in one spot. They ain't trying to move around.
That's why I need to be okay for us to just walk in a section and shoot our shot.
Hey.
But at the same time, niggas got to learn to be okay with rejection without having the evil spirits coming from their soul when they get told no.
It's them young guys who can't handle their liquor. Them niggas be in the club hawk watching them bitches.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, you can do say you good.
Because a girl could be in the club and you see her, she gonna look at you. But some niggas like, I don't care, I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm feeling good. You nigga here, it don't matter. My partner be on it all the time.
Yeah.
He box. He box. He ain't
tripping.
He don't give. He don't care. He want the status. He ready to tell me shit. What? But nothing don't be happy. But if a woman giving him that energy and like, man, she digging, she messing with me, but he knows he done seen this dude all night. That might be, man, I don't care. He can't do nothing to me. That's how you feel. And then we
they search us at the door. Ain't no guns in here.
And we gonna jump him anyway. So
hey, you know you from Louisiana. When the next line is, he gonna do his thing, but we gonna jump him anyway.
If anything go down, it's what it is. Fortunately, nothing has happened.
Yeah. I don't care where you at from Louisiana. The culture has always been ain't no one-on-ones, bro. It just is. I mean, we gonna tell you, you can get your foul one.
Until you start winning.
So just know you catch me in Smooth out. We with a few people. You better have enough to die.
The females keep things going, bro.
We diving.
A lot of stuff transpired because we worrying about women. Niggas died behind them. Got beat up at the club. It's been niggas fighting in y'all parties. Back then.
Yeah. But that's why I respect, like Boosie had a stand and I kind of align with a lot of stuff, like messing with a chick, especially like the marriage one I abide by for sure. Like if it's a dude's chick and like she just ain't feeling him, we'll see how that play out. But we had a conversation about like trouble situation when, he went to the chick house and all that stuff happened. But like, I don't play with dudes, women, because that's like they most sensitive spot. Like, especially like a married man, that
nigga trying to do anything behind his wife, you know what I'm saying?
Who?
A married man.
Yeah, exactly. That's why for me that Gates line when he said that shit about Beyonce, I was like, I saw online they was getting at him too. I was like, he had to say B. Nikki, she ain't really got no. I understand the others, but I was like, it's a little cold one right there. You don't want to, because but everybody think it, but to put it on wax for that shit to live in music, that shit ain't going nowhere. Now you can always find that quote.
Yeah, and he'll never get next to Jay-Z.
Nah, fuck no,
never.
Nah, I mean,
we solidified in the game. It don't matter. But as far as him reaching that top tier, when you at the Rock Nation breakfast and you dealing with this, not saying because Gates getting money, he good, but
demographic matter though, bro.
It do.
New York has that population and it's the birthplace of hip hop. So all they needed to do was name a king, and it was like we can name a king in Louisiana or in the South, and we still got to climb that fight because now we got to get the people over there.
I want to add this before we get out. I interviewed, me and Peter Guns did an interview. I forgot about that.
Oh, Peter,
we sat down there.
What they called him? It was
Sleazeball.
Peter Gunn's the only nigga that got the same amount of hoes as you.
Yeah, bro.
What is this narrative my nigga trying to paint today, son? What is this narrative?
Me and Peter Guns had a good interview.
Wait, what's the nickname they called him?
I think he like Sleazeball or something.
Yeah, but they had like a group, my nigga. I'm gonna have to find this, bro.
I don't know.
It was some boys. Sleaze something. It was something. Scumbags or something. I'm gonna find it. But yeah, so you have to sit down with the legend?
And we talked about Kevin Samuels. We talked about all the kids he had.
Brian gonna hold you in my toxic days, bro. That nigga was so entertaining to me.
Who? Peter Gunn?
Wow,
he was it.
He's so entertaining.
He was it, bro.
Like the epitome of just getting caught because you just a sloppy nigga and just like you don't care. He embodied the epitome of that.
So he just like, what's old boy play for the Cavs? What's that nigga? got
Tristan Thompson?
Yeah, Tristan Thompson.
That nigga Tristan Thompson can't hold a candlestick to Peter Guns, nigga. Tristan Thompson the dog.
Yeah, but he ain't.
But Peter Guns, he apologizing, but it's like in a smirky ass, like it's like his sorry is like, bitch, I'm gonna say I'm sorry, but you know what I'm doing tomorrow, bitch. You know I'm finna go see another hoe. Stop playing.
Yeah, for sure. And he got 10 kids.
Be gone, bro.
I got 10.
Yeah, 10.
I got 10 babies. He said, bro, all my baby mamas cool. Like now you got some nigga who got one baby mama and she just giving them hell. I ain't got that problem. Like but that's what he telling me in the interview.
Yeah.
But what triggered it was Bronx, New York. Cause I know hip hop started in the Bronx.
Yeah, so in the Bronx.
I say, what's up, Pete? I say, you know, hip hop started in Brooklyn. He started laughing. Hold on, man. I'm from the Bronx. You know what I had, you know what I'm saying? So that was triggered it. But yeah, we had an interesting conversation.
That's dope. Hey, what episode was that?
I can't say I don't got episodes. I just got.
Oh, it's just up there. Go search the language.
Peter Guns, Change Of Planz.
That's it. You right. I forgot. Yeah, that's right.
If to find it, because I tag it that way.
Yeah.
I make it so because everybody got interviews with Peter Guns from the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Everything. If you wanna find interviews with guys, you type their name in and put Change Of Planz after it, and the interview go pop up.
Gotcha, that's what's up. So man, hey, so we gonna drag it out now. We're gonna wrap it up. So we're almost touching this out, but I'm gonna give you an opportunity to leave some wisdom to the folks. Anything you want to get out there. First and foremost, plug anything you got that you finna drop or finna plug. I'm gonna put your links in the bio. Anything that you want to get out to the people
right now.
Go ahead and get that in.
Like I said, I'm gonna say it again. I appreciate you guys for having me. I don't do interviews too often. I'm open to them.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't give a fuck if you got 50 subscribers, 100. It don't matter. If you cool people and you got something going, you working, I'm with it.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. But other than that, I got my merch going on. You see, I got the shirt.
See what you need to do is see people need to see that you interested in this. So this need to be a dual collab episode where it drop on the brands.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
This is what happened. I was like, man, I wouldn't mind interviewing y'all. I want to interview y'all. I don't know.
No, I mean not necessarily, but shit, I'm just talking about dropping this so people can see you and other people saying, hey, let me come talk to you. Yeah,
this gonna be a clip. It's gonna be
for sure.
Because people don't understand. I'm speaking too. When we do cross branding, that's the quickest way
to grow.
Like literally, we need to do like a YouTube online
facts,
and boom, you know what I'm saying? And so
with all that
cross branding, that's how we gonna help each other.
That's facts.
That's how we gonna help each other. That's the first thing. But like I say, to answer your question, I'm just working on getting the products together, not only shirts. Socks. Hell, I even thought about making my own watch.
All that.
Like, that's just, but getting that in control.
Yeah.
That's it.
When you get your links, just let us know, man. I promise you got support over here. We definitely gonna push it. Like we told you. Well, you already knew this because I've been knowing you for a while.
Yeah,
I've been watching your content. I've never mentioned you like in terms of like knowing you to him.
Yeah.
So like, and I didn't know that he watched the show because I never just was like jumping you watch Change Your Planz, but that's how you know your shit moving.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. You Change Your Planz, that's you. Bro, I was in Baton Rouge probably a month ago. No, it had to be in May. And the Uber picked me up going to the interview. He's like, bro, what you do? I say, well, I got a brand called Change Of Planz. This nigga say, that's you. Like that's what I wasn't expecting it, but I'm like, people watching it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, but my head be down.
Yeah, you working. Yeah, exactly. You don't see it until you hear it. You like, oh, okay. But for me, it's always that's cool. Just keep the focus.
Yeah,
John, what you got going to Bro Talk, man, so we can wrap it up.
Bro Talk, I ain't got nothing. You go first.
You ain't got nothing? No shit. You got some Bro Talk?
Now stay consistent.
That's it. Oh, I love that. I love that.
Stay consistent.
That's a fire bro talk right now. Yeah, that's because I think that carries over to everything else in life, especially your successes, bro. Now for me, man, listen, it's the summer, man. Enjoy the heat. Enjoy the pool, enjoy the good vibes, stay away from negativity, stay away from fuck shit. Y'all know the brand, y'all know how we get down, bro. Oh, and keep in mind, bro, it's not a win if you had to lose your respect to get it. That's the tag for this motherfucking podcast moving forward. I want to make sure I plug that because we stand on that. I am KP of the Certified Steppaz Podcast. That is the big homie Smooth. You already know that's the one, the only G Planz Gerald. Let me say it in the French way, Gerald Bassant. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Gerald Bassant, aka Mr. G Planz, but Change Your Planz. We're gonna see you on the other side here.